and in this video I will be unboxing and reviewing the Therizinosaurus, which was a very scary looking dinosaur in the film. It was also teased at in some of the trailers, but after watching Jurassic World Dominion, holy cow, this thing, definitely one of my new favorite dinosaurs from the Jurassic World franchise. It made for some very intense scenes, or not really intense, but some very suspenseful scenes, I guess is the word I would use. And then you find out that it's really a herbivore and not really a carnivore, but it was still scary looking. I mean, the long claws on this thing, holy wow. So, I believe the only gimmicks with this particular toy is within the tail, because you can move around the tail and it'll move around the front part of the figure. And there is a button on the tail, which also moves the head down, opens the mouth, and he makes a few sounds. I remember when I first saw this thing in stores, and I was like, wow, okay, one of the new dinosaurs from the movie looks really cool. It looked really cool in toy form, and it looked really cool in the movie as well. So here's the open display box that it's in, so you could, you know, mess around with it if you see it inside the stores. I like this giant illustration of Rexy there. I kind of want to cut that part out and keep that part. Uh-oh. Therizinosaurus did not like Rexy or Spinosaurus there in the background. No, actually, what happened here is the legs on these old Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys, the legs have loosened up over time, so they kind of droop down. I'm going to have to solve a way to fix that issue. But unfortunately, the legs on the Indominus Rex stayed pretty strong over time, though. So I'm surprised his legs still work, or her. Alright, so going back to the Therizinosaurus here, I do like the Jurassic World Dominion logo. I might just cut that out and put it in the background for future videos, or for the rest of the Jurassic World Dominion review videos, that is. Moving to the back of the box, there you go. Shows you how to operate the gimmicks on this toy here. As you can see, you move the tail, I guess, left and right, and it moves the top half of the Therizinosaurus, and also moves his arms, or maybe move part of his body to move his arms to make it look like he's doing a slashing motion. And there's a button on the tail to move that head as well. Also, they are still carrying over the codes, the QR codes for the Jurassic World Facts app from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I believe that's when they started that whole thing. But in the Fallen Kingdom toy line, there were like stickers on the bottom of the feet on those dinosaurs. This time, they included them on a separate piece that pops out on either the back or maybe the underside of some of these dinosaur figures for the Jurassic World Dominion toy line here. So I'll try to hold it up closer so you guys, if you want to scan that for yourself to use in the Jurassic World Facts app. I'll hold it up closer. Alright. So yeah, they kind of carried over that feature from Fallen Kingdom toy line. I can live without it, but at the same time, I'm perfectly fine with it, because the fact that it doesn't really stick out that much on the figure. You can just pop it out, scan it, and then when you're ready to put that away, just push that back in, and it blends in very well with the rest of the figure. So it doesn't make the figure look awkward or anything. And to show you guys what I was talking about with the stickers, I don't know if I have it on the Spinosaurus here. Yeah, see, on the bottom of the feet, that's where they would place them. And I'll just show that into the camera, in case you guys want to scan that. Alright. So, a lot of the times, the stickers on some of the older toys would peel off. And they would do that often inside the store. So when people when people were buying them, they were noticing that the stickers were not on some of the dinosaur toys. Oh no! Yeah, she does not want to stand. That leg is real loose. That's bad. That's very bad. Oh, Rexy doesn't want to stand either. Hold on. I can fix this. Rexy, stand. Spinosaurus? Spinosaurus is not gonna want to cooperate here, so maybe if I spread out the legs a bit. Wow. Okay. Just, wow. It's just not gonna stand. It's just not gonna stand. That sucks. That really sucks. I think I know of a way I can fix that. But yeah, for these videos, I was hoping I could get it to stand, and it's not going to stand. That really sucks. Oh well, I have it out here for a reason, to do size comparison with this guy. So let's finally open him up. Alright, there she is, the Therizinosaurus, one of the biggest herbivores in the film. Actually, that's not true. There is the giant dreadnought, or Dreadnoughtosaurus, which was... It looked like a Brachiosaurus, but like 10 times bigger. That thing was like massive. I think they're coming out with a super colossal toy of that, or it might be already out already. But yeah, check out this guy. He looks really cool. Very menacing with his giant claws here. That he does something quite funny with in the movie, which I will not spoil, but if you've seen the movie, you know which scene I'm talking about. When it's during the scene when this thing first appears, and Claire's in the tree, and the what do you call it, that chair that she was in, that she ejected out of the plane in, and yeah, this thing was just coming around the tree, and she was just looking at it. And I think it's like partially blind because it didn't see her until like she fell. And it was kind of like just slowly walking towards her as she made her way towards the swamp. Which was a very tense scene. I love that scene, by the way. But articulation-wise on this guy, well, it looked like there's a cut in the ankle. So I don't know if there's any ankle joints. There is not. But I'll show you what I mean. See the cuts right there? So it does look like you could rotate those, but it's they're not moving on this figure. So it's either not intended to move, or it's extremely stiff. And yes, he is very sensitive. So he's just going to keep making noises, and that's cool. They have the Jurassic Park logo, or in this case, the Jurassic World logo on the bottom of the feet now. Almost very reminiscent of the old school Kenner toys, how the old school toys used to have the letters JP just branded on the side of the dinosaur somewhere. Now with the new Jurassic World Dominion toys, they have the actual logo kind of embedded there on the bottom of the feet. Alright, it looks like it has knee joints. I'm not sure, it does. Well, they rotate. And yeah, they do kind of bend a little bit. Just a tiny bit, not much. At least on that side. Not so much this side. Oh, yeah, no, there it goes. So yeah, they rotate. They bend about 1 notch. So, not much. The legs. You know, you could rotate those. And, oh my goodness. He's just gonna keep making noises, so I apologize for that. Going to the arms here. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus on that. There you go. So you can kind of spread them out like that. They do go forward and back, like so. Or up and down. He has elbow joints right there. Oh wow, so they could... Oh, they could bend pretty far. So the elbow joints on this guy are pretty good. Yeah, he has some really good elbow joints, and they do rotate. Wow, they could bend pretty good. And he has articulation in the wrist area right there, so those rotate as well on both sides. And I think you can kind of pivot them. It looks like, yeah, you can. So you can get them in more awesome positions like that. And this one's kind of stiff, so I gotta be careful. There we go. Alright. Going up towards the head, I'm assuming everything within the head and neck is part of the gimmick, so... Oh, well, yeah, you could actually rotate that part manually. That's cool. And open the mouth manually. And of course, that's sort of spring-loaded because it's part of the gimmick. So... Oh, and this part right here in the neck, no. It's part of the gimmick, so you can't really turn that manually. Wow, I love... The head movement on this is really smooth. And in the tail, nothing so far in the tail. But if you do this, and so far it only moves left and right. You cannot move it up and down. Tried it. It does nothing. Oh, hold on. Maybe... No. Alright, so yeah. Part of the gimmick there. And I suppose that's part of the slashing gimmick to make it look like he's slashing at you. Right? So if I take Claire here, set her down there in front of the Therizinosaurus and do a slash. There you go. Alright, so the other gimmicks, put Claire back, is the button on the tail itself. It's very nicely hidden, so it blends in with the rest of the design of the tail. It does not stick out like a sore thumb, which I really like. I really like how they make stuff blend in with the figures. So the button is located right there, and you just push down on that, and there you go. Turn the head this way. Oh, he still opens his mouth. Cool. So when you push down on the button, the front portion of the head along with the neck moves down and his jaw opens up. But his mouth doesn't open up very wide though. I wonder if it opens up any wider than that. Okay, it does a little bit, but yeah. So there's the eyes there. I love how the eyes are painted. They look really cool and menacing. Alright. And once again, there is the DNA code. That's part of the Jurassic World Facts app. But on this side, it has the Jurassic World logo. And on the other side is where you would scan it to unlock this dinosaur in that app on your phone. Alright. So, very cool Therizinosaurus. I hope the legs stay strong over time and does not get loose and start to droop like the T-Rex and Spinosaurus back there. Hold on, do they have that thing where they kind of spread out a little bit? Oh, they do. Okay, so you can still kind of spread out the legs a bit to get better balance. And there's the speakers there for the noises, the sounds, that's where they all come out of. And I'm assuming under the tail, that's where the batteries are located. So if you need to swap out the batteries, they're right under the tail. Alright. Pretty cool. So, to do a size comparison with this guy, let's get Spinosaurus. And I'm going to have to sort of hold him up, because he's just drooping. Okay, so maybe I'm going to have to try to move the camera back a bit. Alright. Oh man. Sucks that the legs are loose. Alright. I have to put one arm around the tripod and try to just hold on to something here. Alright, so size-wise with the Spinosaurus, it does, well, height-wise, he matches up quite well with the Spinosaurus, which is pretty cool. I mean, obviously, if you stand the Spinosaurus up like this, yeah, he's going to sort of tower over the Therizinosaurus. Where's that button? Roar! And then push the button on this guy. Roar! Of course, Spinosaurus has the much bigger jaw or mouth piece there. So, let's see. Put him in front of the Spinosaurus the best I can while trying to hold his balance. Oh no, is Therizinosaurus falling on me now? Don't do this to me. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I mean, height-wise, matches up quite well with the Spinosaurus. Even though the Spinosaurus is, I would say, a much bigger figure overall. And by the way, I'm going to be using this guy again when I open up my other Spinosaurus from Camp Cretaceous. Sucks that the legs loosen up. Oh no. Alright, so how does Therizinosaurus match up with the T-Rex? Looks bigger. Well, it looks bigger than this T-Rex. As you can tell, it's struggling to make some sounds because the batteries are just no longer good on this one. Roar! Yeah. So this is the T-Rex I got from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. And in the movie, Jurassic World Dominion, it did look like Rexy, I guess, was a bit bigger than the Therizinosaurus. So I don't think this is completely accurate. Now, if I brought out my super colossal T-Rex, then yeah, obviously he's going to be so much bigger. But this one I used because it seemed like it would be more accurate. But it doesn't seem that way. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, obviously the Therizinosaurus just looks a bit taller because of the long neck he has, or she, sorry. I like to call them he instead of she. So I apologize for that. So there you go, a nice size comparison right there. Alright. And obviously, the Indominus Rex is going to be so much bigger. Stand, do not fall. Watch, it's going to fall. It's going to fall in a few more minutes. Alright, so yeah, there you go. The Indominus Rex next to the Therizinosaurus. Way bigger. Surprisingly, the batteries still work on that one. Alright. Maybe from this side, so you guys can see the comparison. And obviously, if you stand the Indominus Rex up, which, yeah, it's gonna be so much bigger than the Therizinosaurus. And I am shocked that the legs on the Indominus is still holding up. I'm very shocked at that. Alright, so there you go. That completes my review for the Therizinosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion. Very cool looking dinosaur and very cool looking figure as well. Very happy I decided to buy him, and it's definitely one of my favorite new dinosaurs from the Jurassic World Dominion film, along with other new dinosaurs they showed, like the the Pyroraptor and the Atrociraptors were pretty cool. The ones that were in the chase scene going after Chris Pratt on the motorcycle, that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But alright, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone. And I guess the only question now is, do I think this is worth it? Yeah, I totally do. Especially if you like the movie, definitely give this toy a chance. I think it's currently being sold for, was it $30? Or $20. I can't remember the exact price. It might be 30 or 20. If it's 30 and you want to wait for it to go on sale, I would say that would be a smart thing to do as well. Because usually with these Jurassic World figures, they tend to clog up the shelves a lot because no one buys them, because everyone usually waits till they go on clearance and wait for a huge sale to happen. So that's also a smart choice to do. All right. I will see you in the next Jurassic World Dominion toy review or unboxing. Stay awesome. Happy collecting.